Hi there. I'm just recording this not live. I put it up later. I have a couple of songs here that are new. Well, they're old, but new ones that I'm starting to add to the set list from the Big Red book, or Big Red SongBook from the IWW. This first one, it's adapted from a poem written by Mary E Marcer, and it was first published in the 1913 Socialist Dialogues and Recitations. At the time, she was a co-editor of the International Socialist Review in the early 1910s, and up until the time that the Wilson administration suppressed the paper and it shut down. She was a leading radical writer of the time, and this song is called, well, the poem originally was called "It's Up to You," and I've folk processed the thing a bit and added the tune that from the time that seems the most likely one that was in her head whenever she was writing the words. It wasn't one that was paired with a song, but I stuck it with Wabash Cannonball and turned it into a song, and I call it "It's Up to Me and You." Do not heed the preacher when he tells us to prepare. I don't like wild fusions over deals that should be square. But when I hear a socialist bewail their sordid lot, parading all the upper dogs, I say that makes me hot. And it's up to me and you, oh, it's up to us today. You never see the man on top abbreviate his stay. Do a little work and X our fellow workers too. Keep in mind the thought that it's up to me and you. There's no use in fuming about the capitalist lot. Simply's got the things today we want and haven't got. He's keen about his interests and he takes the way to win. There's no use in crying about that robber's crime and sin. Up to us today, oh, the owning class is wise. Get their advocation when we're angels in disguise. Pull yourself together and in what you're saying do. Remember this is our fight and it's up to me and you. Can't persuade the cat, let the bird go free, and it doesn't give a rap about what its conduct ought to be. It doesn't give a rap as we go our separate ways. We are not united, it's the billionaire who stays. Give yourself a hunch, the owning class is on. They'll be living in their luxury when we are dead and gone. If we do not get together, cease to wait and stew. Keep in mind it's our fight and it's up to me and you. It's up to me and you, oh, it's up to us today. Never see the man on top abbreviate his stay. Do a little work and next our fellow workers too. Keep in mind it's our fight and it's up to me and you. Alrighty, and there's one other here. It's called Painter Red. It in the, let's see which, it's 1914, the 8th edition of the Little Red Songbook. It's published in Cleveland, and they had designated it the Joe Hill edition for that particular publication. And in that, they credited Ralph Chaplin with the words, but later on he said that Chaplin said that it was written by a West Virginia coal miner named Elmer Rumbaugh, and it's called Painter Red. And I got to figure out maybe what key I do this one in. Oh, the music to this one, it was one that was officially paired with a song. I guess it was an earlier song. It was a Civil War tune called "Marching Through Georgia" that they paired these words with "Marching Through Georgia." Come with us, you working folks, and join the rebel band. Come, you discontented ones, and give a helping hand. We march against the parasite and drive them from the land with one big industrial union. Hurrah, hurrah, we're gonna paint her red. Hurrah, hurrah, the way is clear ahead. We're gaining sharp democracy, liberty, and bread with one big industrial union. Factory and field and mine, we gather in our might. We're on the job and know the way to win the hardest fight. The beacon that shall guide us out of darkness into light is one big industrial union. Hurrah, hurrah, we're gonna paint her red. Hurrah, hurrah, the way is clear ahead. We're building sharp democracy, liberty, and bread with one big industrial union. Come on, folks, now get in line. We'll fill the boss with fears. Red's the color of our flag. It's stained with blood and tears. Clouded in his ugly mug, ring our loudest cheers for one big industrial union. Hurrah, hurrah, we're gonna paint her red. Hurrah, hurrah, the way is clear ahead. We're gaining sharp democracy, liberty, and bread with one big industrial union. They use words like essential, but won't pay us what we're worth. When we hit their pocketbooks, we'll spoil their smiles and mirth. Stop their dirty dividends, drive them from the earth with one big industrial union. Hurrah, hurrah, we're gonna paint her red. Hurrah, hurrah, the way is clear ahead. We're gaining sharp democracy, liberty, and bread with one big industrial union. Hate their rotten system more than any mortals do. The goal is not to patch it up, build it all anew. What we'll have for government when we're finally through is one big industrial union. Hurrah, hurrah, we're gonna paint her red. Hurrah, hurrah, the way is clear ahead. We're gaining sharp democracy, liberty, and bread with one big industrial union. All right, those are the two newest tunes that I've been working on. Pretty soon I'll come back, and I finally got a new microphone to take care of the fact that my other setup kind of died, and hence I have not been on doing any live performances because it didn't sound very good. Sound quality wise, hopefully the tune sounded okay. But anyway, I'm going to stop babbling now and probably come back on in a few days.